I am woefully unprepared for this date because quite honestly I forgot it was coming up. So just want to say that today 6 years ago I created my channel. If you go into my little about section, it says that this channel was created on the 23rd of December 2016. And today, that was 6 years ago, which I can't believe. You know, it feels like throughout this whole decade so far, we've just been stuck in limbo from 2020. So, yeah. Things. I'm not exactly sure what to do for this. So, I guess I'm just going to say some things about the future of the channel and, like, prepare you. Ooh. If I seem a bit, like, yeah, it's because, I like, I like literally just woke up and I saw the date. So I was like, well. So I'm going to start with just saying things about, like, some plans I have in general. So the Phasma household, we're just gonna start with that. But we're gonna come back to Phasma. Okay, so we're gonna come back to it later. But I'm just gonna start with just saying, like, my plans for it. I've already said this in a little YouTube short, but only 4 people saw that, so not feeling too. Yeah, I might as well just make this video as well. So season 4 is going to be a longer season, so it's going to be spread out for like a couple of months. So I'm actually on Boxing Day, I'm going up to London to record the first like half of the season. And then on Easter, so in like April, in April 2023, I'm gonna record the second half of the Phasma Household season 4, and potentially the first half of season 5, based on how far along that becomes. But season 5 is going to be the final season, so I'd say the absolute earliest you could possibly expect season 5 would be April 2023. But if I had to pinpoint the latest, it's definitely going to be made in 2023. Is about all I can say on the matter, really. Yeah. As for other things, I think this is kind of obvious considering I haven't uploaded another episode after it's been like a year now. But Danganronpa Plus, yeah, it's I've pretty much just cancelled it. There's a very slim chance that I might come back to it, but there's a really big chance I'm just gonna cancel it. So sorry if you like it, but I mean it's kind of bad anyway. So, but I had a video made on it when they came out, but since I didn't upload it because it took like way too long to edit, I have Sanshi, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica now, so I'm just gonna show them off. So here's Chica, movable cupcake. I've had her for about a month now, so I really like her. I think she's really good. I like the bib because it's literally the model from the game but printed onto plush, and I think that's really cool. and it shows that Sanchi's attention to detail. I promise this video isn't entirely about FNAF, so if you're considering clicking off, don't. The cupcake, very nice. I love it. Chica actually has her actual hairstyle. It doesn't look like a sad, depressed flower. Chica. And she has a little like yellow stomach. It's not really visible onto her bit. Next we have Bonnie. First of all, I really like the shade of purple that Bonnie's been made. It looks way more like reddish on the camera, but in person it's definitely leaning closer to a bluey purple, which is my favourite colour, so that's nice. Also, he just looks really adorable, and I love it. It is also nice. They don't bend like in the pictures. Well, technically they do. Technically his ear bends like in the pictures, but it's kind of like customizable. Like, you don't have to have the ear bent down, or you can have both ears bent down. It tends to like go to most ears bent down because there's basically nothing holding it up except for like some fabric. Then we have Freddy, who I love, and also there's a fun little story that we're going to get to in a second. By a second I mean now, because I have nothing else to say on him. So, when I received Freddy, Bonnie and Chica, when I received Bonnie and Chica, instead of giving me Freddy, it gave me another Golden Freddy. And I was like, well, what do I do about that? So he got Sanchi, and it took him it took them another 3 weeks to ship Freddy. But I have now, and that's all that matters. And I get to create a bonus character, not Spring Bonnie, Golden Bonnie. Look at opinions in the comments. He's based off of the FNAF 3 appearance of Spring Bonnie, not Springtrap, but like in the Stadio 1 minigame where they're all like pixelated and Spring Bonnie is a different colour palette. Golden Bonnie. Now to the news that isn't Fazbear household or FNAF related in general. And we're going to move on to the Kipling series, which has been planned since 2021. It might even be longer than that. So that okay. Still not feeling like myself yet because it's still the morning, and yeah. But I've made my mind on how I want to make this series, and I think considering there's gonna be like so many original characters in it, I realise that plushies is not a good way to do the series, and it's not really a good vessel for what I want to like bring forward with this series as a whole. So I decided it's going to be animated, but I've yet to decide how the hell I'm gonna animate it. I have one idea in mind. I don't know if it'll work spectacularly, but hey. So yeah, that's the yeah. But something that's certain, I still have yet to make the plot for season 1. And I've definitely said this numerous times, but I think I need to say it again. I have planned, so there's gonna be 5 seasons. maybe 6. 5 or 6 seasons, depending on something. So, the first season, I have no idea what's going to happen in it, but I know what's going to happen in every other season, except for the first one, which is really annoying. I don't know if you could tell, but see, the thing is, I'm not good at writing plots that everyone's just peaceful and just having fun and enjoying themselves. I can do it with the Phasma household, but the Phasma household characters have no depth to them. So like, but in the in with the Adventure of the Koopalings, I want to show off my creativity. I want to show my creative essence. My essence. I want to show off my essence. So I kind of want to, like, give the characters depth and yes, man. So I want to like give the characters like depth, So yeah, it's definitely going to be a while before that series kicks off, but it will kick off. I promise you. I'm not gonna let the past 2 years, because I first came up with a story in 2020. So I've literally been spending the entire decade so far. I've been spending 2 years trying to figure out what to do with it. And honestly, it didn't really take me that long. Obviously, like, once I do create the idea with season 1, I'm gonna check up on my other seasons to see if any of the ideas need tweaking or changing, or if I need to develop some things more. But I have the most basic idea for, like, the main story beats throughout the seasons. So yeah, it's going to be a much, like, darker series from, like, anything I've ever done. So yeah. So I'm going to leave off with that because it's been 12.5 minutes. And happy 6th year anniversary. Here's hoping to more years to come. And the Adventure of the Koopling series to come. It will come. I've said that too much now and I regret it deeply.